EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Get out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game
Hey,
is going to be intercepted.
Everything.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
No.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pick at 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Diamador Lanier up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll run right side with Mostert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyler Croft, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Nothing to do with you. Mind your business.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll push forward for about 4 to the 23.
On any running play that's called, they're always
Stop.
it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Looking for the outside. He's got it. To Kittle. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Purdy looking to throw.
Oh, they're going to call flag on me. Illegal.
It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Move out the way.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
Oh, he holding.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it.
Ain't no way
Over
he
the
jumped
middle,
up.
and it's
Ain't
incomplete.
no way.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw
It's a
caught by
first?
Achane.
Four?
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Come on,
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. And they'll get this
Come
on
on,
the screen to
Mostert. Be
Mostert.
faster.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Fellas, listen up.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. One of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Tua going to change the play. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Why is he not throwing it away? I'm
The
pressing
49ers get there.
Yeah.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua going to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And they are
did not cross the goal.
Conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
The ball does not cross the goal.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
You touched the ball, man.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ice jam! Ice jam!
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Good job, big boy.
They're going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
Pace them, blew them out.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead.
You too slow, Philip.
It's interesting that when it comes to
You're too
two-point
slow.
conversions, even heavy run teams
You're too
tend to
slow.
throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Damn, that's crazy.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw.
Should have waited
It's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh my gosh,
Reed,
you.
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
I need to see when is this game gonna be finished.
Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught.
Who is that?
Brandon Ayuk.
How?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
What the hell are you running on the ground for?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted.
You're not too slow, John. You can go get 2 points.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Nope, you're going to stay out there.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
So you can't be doing that, Billy.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
That's the second drop.
This game has been even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
Why did you stop running? You're supposed to cut more up the field.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A second down throw for Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously, Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because
That's the
who
chill.
knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Come on. Oh, it's not looking pretty.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
Oh,
this
defense.
one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's
Their
going to be
defense.
swallowed up right away. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. That'll back him up 2
hold up,
yards and
Ramsey.
also bring up 4th. On this day, the
Way to
ground
hold
has
it.
been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh,
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it
don't
in.
let him get in.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
not the onside kick.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick.
Come on, hands team.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes.
Wow,
San Fran recovers.
hands team.
Well, there you go.
Unity
Just your
of
everyday
job.
leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They
That
got
is
it. I mean,
so
it worked,
crazy.
but interesting call.
I think because they
Well,
have such a
we still
margin,
get the
they feel a
ball.
little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this
That's
game,
wild.
and we can kind of do what we want.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Remember, they recovered
Here's
that
2nd and 10.
onside. That's crazy.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught.
Ain't no
inside
hit play
15.
ball.
And they are going to score
Wow.
again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Oh, my regular kicking team.
They felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go into each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Oh,
now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just ripped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my
The pressure
God.
gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 of the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph, flush to his right.
And he had
It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Ooh.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Dolphins 0. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
There you go, Berrios.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at
You're
the
not
line
even
ready
getting
for their
right.
next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the
Still in
touchdown.
the
So
negative.
now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1.
The 2 is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Working the middle.
He's
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
2 and now on first down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Steelers 7.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Tua, flushed out right. He's got his
that was luck right there, boy.
Themselves another first down as the tackles made at the Steelers 33. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Now 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua.
And he'll be hit as he
Time to do it
releases it.
again.
And that'll fall incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Dolphins nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Damn.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You just try not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will get the first down as it's up to the 20-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Get to the line. Out.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they got themselves a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Bro, I
Gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Tua. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Oh, shit.
Hey, get safe.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to air one out. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4. Now it's Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A handoff for Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play action. It's Rudolph. He finds Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the red zone now, Rudolph.
Why did it? I'm getting
incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Rudolph now to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Rudolph throwing again. He'll buy some time right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They hand this off to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
They run for it with Harris. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
2nd down and 3.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Turbo 1 high, Turbo 1 high.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Ready. Let's go. Out.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Tua.
A short throw there.
Okay,
that's to
big boy.
Smythe, the tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's Hill, complete. That he won't quite make it.
Why
He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds.
What?
Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
To his throw, complete there to Berrios.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely,
What?
but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami. NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Miami. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
What is that not friendly for? What is it friendly for? Okay. It's fucking friendly for. What is you said it a friendly for? I don't understand that. Okay. So we waiting on you. That's what it looked like.
There, a big play on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Running the counter with Mostert.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he is going to be stopped
You gotta give me a block.
behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
the controller.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy. I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Yeah. Wait. No reason. Get your ass out the way.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, you could have easily quit a long time ago. So I don't want to hear shit.
Powers through and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm just like fun, baby. That's all.
The Niners have a first down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you start with touchdown one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Oh, that's so chicken.
And this one is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey pushes him over.
Hey, that nigga over. Get it out your mouth. Drop it.
McCaffrey. Touchdown.
Drop it.
Christian McCaffrey, 58 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there
They
is
call
a
roughing the
marker
passer.
down,
They call
so we'll
roughing
have
the
to see what that's
passers.
about.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty
Why
the
are you
same
so
way for all
turned up right now?
quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Just chill. Damn, not my controller doing that dumb shit again. Why is it? It's not letting me press the button. What the? Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to press any button, but it ain't doing nothing. Gotta take another flag. So stupid ass out the way. Dang, this one ain't gonna fix.
Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll elect not to run with it, and a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Leave it alone.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And this interception.
Come on, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Get in there, Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
That ain't for you.
Here's Mostert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Off my tape.
Motion man is Berrios. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
Dang,
This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So 4th down, 2 departs, and on is Jason.
I think mess up this kick, boy. You better move out the way.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass.
Here we go.
But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. For Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 32 yards. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal.
Come on, get their most. Oh, come on, get their water.
Top shelf, that's bottom shelf material. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Go ahead.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown!
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have regained the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Berrios now from his end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Now a give to Mostert running right. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Past the 20, 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's an okay.
Down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Again, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun. Gun.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it.
Good defense. Good defense.
But this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Rolling to his right.
Get out the way, Tariq. Get in there, baby.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
One more time with Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Bengals 10.
Why are you not in your bed?
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not
nice.
Tyler Boyd.
Get
He's
his
going to
ass.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go. First and goal. Burrow.
Touchdown Bengals. George Sandle from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
Tell me this time against him.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Didn't get
Leave
to the
my
sticks,
plant
but that's an
alone.
ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
Now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, second and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Get in there, Mostert.
Stage as they'll run on first down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before
You got water
going out
over
of
there.
bounds.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard
Good
line.
game, man.
No
Good
further
game.
than that.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
Why you
And
been acting
Brandon,
so bad?
just like you, I was fired up.
Why you
for
been
that
acting
last
bad?
sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that
Why you been
game-winning
acting bad?
drive? Big-time moment.
I don't like
No
that.
one shied away from it.
I don't like when you act bad. You need to be a good boy. You don't mess up my table. You don't up on my couch. You be a good boy. Stop whining all the time.
We got tossed up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up.